No, I'm looking down from up in the sky. I don't quite get how I've been without you for all this time. Good God, I'm bent out of shape now. You got a body like a model. You got a body that you always want. Open up a bottle, and baby, you can have whatever you want. You taste so sweet, I can't help myself. You like candy, you like liquid honey.
Hi guys, it's me, Melissa. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please hit subscribe. Show love and support for this channel. This is a safe space for everyone, included, no matter who you are, because love is always love. Safe space for everyone. So, it is the month of April, which is also Autism Awareness Month. Also, Autism Acceptance. I mean, there are people who are aware of autism, but the thing is, we should be more accepting, of autism, and also be more accommodating to people with autism and our needs, our special interests. And I did do a video about, how to support autistic people, so how to actually support us, okay? And why you should not light it up blue as well. I did a video about that, wearing red for autism. You may see things like the puzzle piece and Autism Speaks. But the thing is, these are not okay. This is not okay, and this is not okay. There are some people who are autistic or not autistic still use the puzzle piece or still want to donate to Autism Speaks. But the thing is, it's not cool, it's not okay. Autism Speaks is a hate group that basically wants us not to be born, okay? They want to find a cure for autism, people who are autistic, ASD, kids, and basically find a way for us not to be born and to just abort us at birth. And that's really awful, and we should be more accepted. Hey, there is no cure for autism, and you know what? I don't think there should be, because I have ASD, and I was diagnosed in my early 20s when I was 23 years old. At the time, I knew deep down that I was different. For my whole life, I knew I was different, but I couldn't find the words to describe what it was. Why was I different, And now that I'm older, I'm more aware of it, and I've been watching lots of videos about autism, people with ASD talking about being autistic, their experiences when they were diagnosed, or even self-diagnosed as well, because self-diagnosis is also valid as well. Please do not use the puzzle piece for autism, because it's basically saying that we are a missing piece. Like all the different bright colors, and that, we are so unique. Okay, we're all different. We're a puzzle piece. I'm like, no. It's just basically saying to us that we are, like, unworthy, that we're less than, and that we need to be fixed. And, we need fixing right away. Or we're evil. We're no good. We're less. Like, no, we're not. We're not evil, and we're not less than. And we do not need to be fixed. We're fine. Okay, we're fine the way we are. We are beautiful people. We have beautiful, amazing, creative minds, and we can be brilliant and talented people, human beings in the world who are actresses. There are people who are autistic who are actors, actresses, singers, book authors, activists, okay, doctors, lawyers, okay? There are people who are autistic who are teachers, and also can be queer as well. This is why I have rainbow shirt. I love rainbow. When you want to support autism, you can use the affinity sign, which is this rainbow affinity. That's fine. Or red for autism, yellow for autistic girls, or autistic women. Okay. Please remember that yellow and red, rainbow. That's fine. But the puzzle piece, no. Like saying things like, "Oh, until all the pieces fit." Oh, until we could find a cure. No, we don't need a cure for autism. We don't. How about, like, the world or people try to accommodate us? Because since we see the world differently, even the primary colors of, like, the puzzle piece, it just shows that, it only shows up in kids and children, which is false. That's inaccurate. Autism is not just in children. They're just kind of like saying, they'll grow out of it. Or, no. Actually, you will have autism for the rest of your life. Okay? It's never going to go away. Okay? I will always be autistic. That's never going to change. It's like they refuse to acknowledge that, hey, you can be autistic and grow up into an adult with autism. okay? Because lots of people who are adults have autism, and we're not all the same. We're not all. Some of us may like planes. Some may like astrology, science. We're all not all the same, okay? And the way you say, "Oh, you're not autistic," "Oh, and you don't look gay," I'm like, okay, that's for another video, separate one for like Pride Month, where I'm gonna talk about autism and being queer. So that will be a separate video in June for Pride Month. And also the color like Light It Up Blue, before even it was like before Light It Up Blue, basically is when they believed that autism was only in boys and that it's only for guys, only boys. No, girls, you can't be autistic. You're a girl. No, that is completely incorrect. Which is why we should have Light It Up Yellow. Yellow for autistic girls and autistic women. And there are people who have yellow hearts. For example, Chloe Hayden shows yellow hearts in her Instagram bio, and she talked about, Autism Speaks, and I can actually link down below videos or social media accounts where you can follow them and watch their videos about Autism Speaks and the puzzle piece, and how they can explain it way better than I can, because usually I get tongue-tied when I talk sometimes, but I think they can explain it way better than me. But just so you know, there are people who do not like Autism Speaks. People who are autistic don't want to have the puzzle piece anymore. We're like, no, we're done with that. Just because your child or you're a friend or adult person that has autism, just because they have it or they're autistic, that they are tragic. Oh, it's tragic to have autism. It's so tragic and so sad. Oh my god. There was old videos, like campaigns, with Autism Speaks about mothers who would actually want to kill their child because they're autistic, or they're so sad how hard it is for them. Well, think about how hard it is for us. Think about how hard it is for us as actual autistic people dealing with that and struggling with that since we were kids up to adults, and how hard it is for us to deal with it for the rest of our lives. Think about that. Yeah, it may be hard for the parents, but what about us? Like, we're the ones that are autistic, and then we have to deal with it. It's not fair for parents to, like, oh my god, my child's autistic. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world for your child if they have autism, okay? Love your child regardless, no matter what. If you're not ready to accept your child who has autism or any disabilities or is in the LGBTQ plus community, if you're not ready to accept them for any of these things, then you're not ready to be a parent. You're not ready to have a child. You shouldn't have kids. Okay? If you can't accept them for any of these things, then you cannot have kids. You shouldn't have kids. Okay? Because you should love your child no matter what. The puzzle piece was created by this man, I think called Bob Wright. They say that the puzzle piece represents in a search for hope, like research for a cure. Like, really? No. A hope to cure us. We don't need to be cured, okay? We don't. And if you want to learn more about Autism Speaks and the puzzle piece, then please check out this video. This is Sara's video, why you should not support Autism Speaks. And this is her thumbnail right here, as you can see. And I'll link that below for a video and other videos as well, so you can go watch them. And then they are way more informative than this video. But I really want to talk about it so bad, because it's true. They are a hate group. Okay? They don't want autistic people to be born. Okay? And that's not okay for us. It's awful and sad, and we deserve to have love. We deserve to be born, to live our lives fully. Okay? We deserve to be accepted and wanted. The puzzle piece infantilizes autistic people and can symbolize that we are incomplete people, we're missing pieces, and that autism is a disease. And then, no, it's not a disease. It's something beautiful and special. And stimming, that's okay too. Stimming is beautiful and should not be judged. If we're flapping our hands, twirling our hair, if we're jumping happy up and down, whatever our stims are is special to us, it makes us happy, let us stim freely without judgment or hate. Or saying things like you're faking it when you're not. Though there are people who do fake stims, and that's really that's not cool to fake it. People who are actually autistic do have stims, but stimming is normal as well. And there are regular people who are not autistic, not neurodivergent, do stim on a regular basis. Stimmings are like basically repetitive movements of your body. Autism Speaks' main goal is to prevent and cure autism. It is a fear and prejudice against autistic people. Also, I found a video of Sara's TikTok right here, and I will leave like a video right next to me so you can see it while watching it with me. And let's go.
Let's dig deeper
2005 by Bob Wright. Remember that name? You might see things like an autism walk, Light It Up Blue campaign, public service announcements urging early screenings, and talking about the increase in prevalence of autism. Remember that name I told you to remember? Bob Wright. His grandson was autistic, so he founded Autism Speaks after he found out that there wasn't a cure for autism. He wanted to find a cure and end what he believed to be an epidemic of autism. Bob's wife Suzanne went as far to say that they were losing their grandson to autism. Soon after it was founded, they received a $25 million donation from the co-founder of Home Depot, Bernard Marcus. Home Depot is still a main donor for Autism Speaks. Autism Speaks is known for their aggressive and fear-inducing public service announcements and commercials, in which autism is some sort of tragedy or demonic or a monster. They use this strategy to incite fear and endorse autism treatment and research. Next, I watched all of these commercials so you don't have to. I will give you the title in case you want to watch the full thing. But let's dissect these clips. Let's start off with the film titled Autism Every Day. This film is focused on autism moms. It basically highlights their struggles and their ruined lives. They even go as far as saying they didn't sign up for this.
A lot of ways, she's like a baby. She's just big.
Just wow.
You think about his future and all the pain he's in.
Autism isn't painful. It's only painful when we're misunderstood and forced to suffer.
Exactly.
This poor boy is just stimming. Stimming is normal and we use it to self-regulate. This next clip is a trigger warning with talks of child death.
That was a very scary moment for me when I realized I had sat in the car for about 15 minutes and actually contemplated putting Jody in the car and driving off the George Washington Bridge. That would be preferable to having to put her in one of these schools. And it's only because of Lauren, the fact that I have another child, that I probably did do it.
Yes, she is talking about her child. And she says that for other kids, the only reason she hasn't done it. A month after this video was released, a mother killed her 3-year-old autistic daughter. And this headline talks about the toll on the mother. It's disgusting. Let's move on.
Seriously, murdered her own child because she had autism. Murdered. Killed. Are you kidding me? No, this is actually real. Oh my god. This is the first time I'm hearing about this, and I am just shocked. Are you kidding me? That is just disgusting, and it breaks my heart. Let's keep watching.
This next commercial is titled, I Am Autism. It's basically a voiceover of a man with a deep, dark voice saying, I am autism and I'm out to get you. Here are some clips.
I am autism. I'm visible in your children, but if I can help it, I am invisible to you until it's too late. I know where you live, and guess what? I live there too. I hover around all of you, and if you are happily married, I will make sure that your marriage fails. Your money will fall into my hands, and I will bankrupt you. I will plot to rob you of your children and your dreams.
You think that because my child lives behind a wall, I am afraid to knock it down with my bare hands?
I don't think I really need to say anything for these. I think the clips speak for themselves. I think we can move on now.
Yeah.
In 2014, Autism Speaks released a documentary titled Sounding the Alarm, Battling the Autism Epidemic. It's no longer available to watch for free, but here's what I found out. Lori Unum, who was the Autism Speaks Vice President of State Government Affairs, called autism an unforeseen and unprovoked medical disaster. She says there's a huge autism tsunami that's going to hit all of our state's budgets if we don't ensure that kids are getting treatment. Autism Speaks loves comparing autism to natural disasters and diseases. In 2019, Autism Speaks had a public service announcement in Diversibility magazine. It says, one time is a bad photo, many times is a sign. For lack of eye contact with the camera. Now, I know I keep bringing up the fact that all of these organizations want to cure and prevent autism. And you may be wondering what the big deal is. Shouldn't we want a cure? And the answer is no. This leads into something called eugenics.
Exactly.
Basically an immoral goal that aims to improve the genetic quality of the human population. Whether it's drastically decreasing or getting rid of disabled people or certain races. And this can be done through controlled breeding to increase the occurrence of desirable traits. We don't want to be cured. We want to be accepted, accommodated, and treated like human beings. Autism Speaks merged with 3 other organizations that all support the cure, treatment, and prevention of autism. The Autism Coalition for Research and Education, National Alliance for Autism Research, and Cure Autism Now. Cure Autism Now created something called the Autism Genetic Resource Exchange. When I first read it, I was a little bit confused, so let's break it down together. It's a family registry and DNA repository. Repository meaning storage. It's a database where they store information on their genes and your physical characteristics and traits. And it's made available for autism researchers worldwide. It's kind of creepy, not gonna lie. Autism Speaks is also part of the Autism Genome Project. The goal of this project is to develop prenatal screenings for autism, which most likely means that babies that have a higher chance of being autistic will be aborted. Eugenics!
This is an example of controlled breeding. Autism Speaks claims that they are no longer seeking a cure, but don't believe them. Only 0.16% of Autism Speaks' budget goes towards helping autistic families. All of their funds go to research, programs, fundraising, and lobbying. Autism Speaks has 30 board members, and only one of them is autistic. They use their platform to promote fear, stigma, and prejudice towards autistic people. They still fund biomedical research focusing on identifying the cause of autism, rather than addressing the harm they've done and improving our quality of life. Here are some organizations to donate to instead of Autism Speaks. Autistic Self-Advocacy Network, Autistic Women and Non-Binary Network, Self-Advocates Becoming Empowered, Autistic People of Color Fund, and Communication First. And here's a list of some big companies that still support Autism Speaks.
What? No way. All these? Shame on y'all. So that's it for watching the video, showing you guys and giving you more information. If you want to watch more videos, I recommend these content creators, the YouTubers on TikTok. Links are down below in my description, okay, for more videos. And for more information down below, subscribe. Until next time, mwah. Remember, love is always love, and stay safe. Hashtag Autism Acceptance Awareness Month. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to get notified whenever I upload new videos. Bye, guys. Take good care. Stay safe out there. Bye.